The way your girlfriend behaves to you as a man is a direct representation of how you treat her and what kind of vibe you give off as a man. So let me give you a scenario. You're in a relationship, are or were, doesn't matter. At the beginning, everything was lovely, you know. Classic honeymoon phase, everything's lovey-dovey, hazy daisies, whatever, okay? She's perfect, you're perfect. But somewhere down the line, she started behaving off. She starts being more off the rails, she starts being more promiscuous, she starts talking to more boys, she starts going out more. It doesn't matter actually what the exact actions are, but the point is she starts behaving different and in a more disrespectful manner towards you as a man. It's all your fault. The same way she starts acting up is how you started acting up as a man. But the thing what people don't know is women and men act up differently. Men start overthinking more, they start complaining more, they start worrying more, they start suspecting more. When women do this sort of worrying, overthinking, men don't actually get put off by that. When it's not excessive, when a woman worries slightly and kind of wants reassurance, as long as it's not too much, men tend to like the fact that you're demonstrating that you care, but not the other way around. If you as a man come to your girlfriend every few days and you go, baby, can I see your phone? Are you sure you're loyal to me? Who's that boy? And you know, ooh. And you're openly demonstrating to her that it's properly affecting you, she's going to start majorly disrespecting you. And once she starts disrespecting you, she'll begin to behave like she's not in a relationship. I'm not excusing disloyalty, don't get me wrong. But if you take full accountability and responsibility as a man for how your relationship looks, only that way can you get the best results. And if you think it's a lost cause, you need an equal amount of strength to bin the relationship off. Men are true to their paths. By nature, we tend to stick to where we want to go. If your man cheats on you, if you're a girl, if your man cheats on you somewhere down the line, if he disrespects you, he acts disloyal to you in any way, they were always a cheat from day one. You as a woman just failed to see it, which is actually proof in itself of women being more emotional creatures. They tend to get tied to the bondage at the beginning, the emotional connection and the lovey-dovey parts, and they very often fail to see red flags. However, you can have a decent woman at the beginning, but if you become not a respectable man, she will veer from her path. And that's your fault as a man. You can teach her that you're not respectable. You can teach her that you're not prepared to provide and protect, that you do not possess the capabilities to lead a life, dictate direction, and, you know, be a strong masculine man and exude confidence. How? Most of you will probably be asking at this point. 3 major things you are doing wrong as a man in your relationship that will destroy the love your girlfriend has for you. Number 1, demonstrating laziness and lack of responsibility in your own life. Number 2, inability to say no. And number 3, complaints and emotional actions and behaviors. Let's look at them all individually. Now, first of all, laziness, lack of responsibility. It's easy. You don't work on yourself. You don't have self-improvement goals. You aren't focused on yourself enough. You depend too much on her. You waste too much time. You game, you go out, you take hours to eat. You get up late. You're in bed early at night. She might not say it, but she notices the fact that you watch lots of Netflix. You're always there to reply whenever she texts you within seconds. You're inconsistent in the gym. You're not dedicated to anything on a personal level. You don't have anything going for you individually that gets you out of bed in the morning. She sees all of that. Number 2, inability to say no. Women respect men who are able to say no, who are strong behind their beliefs and boundaries. No, it's already 7:30. I'm not staying in bed to cuddle this morning. I have shit to do. Baby, can we buy this? Oh, this would be so cute. No. Oh, why? No. They might get annoyed in the moment, but if she gets whatever she wants, whenever she asks for it, you know what happens then? You get a spoilt brat. And finally, number 3, complaints and emotional actions and behaviors. You overthink, you doubt, you act because of conclusions that you've created in your head, but in reality, your girlfriend has done nothing but actually show you that all she wants to do is love you. All you do is create aggro, overthink, and assume that she's cheating on you with everything male that walks, just because you aren't convinced between your own 2 ears that what you've got going for you is incredible to her. That's going to destroy her connection to you. She will feel like she's dating a woman. If once the honeymoon phase passes, and it passes bloody quick, by the way, if you don't rid yourself of these 3 things as a man, she will lose respect for you and she will push in a direction that is away from you. Cheap girls will cheat, respectable girls will dump you. And you'll be confused and you'll say, oh, but I gave her everything. I always made time for her. I was always nice to her. I always agreed to everything. I made her happy. Yep, you did. That's the bloody problem. And interestingly, as a side note, as I said earlier, I'm not saying girls who cheat are correct, nor do you deserve that as a man, no matter what. It's a shit thing to do. A real person will turn to you, look you in the eye and say, look, you're not for me, get out of my life. But the result's the same. If you're not a respectable masculine man in your relationship, you will end up alone. But the funniest thing of all is if I ever got cheated on, which is yet to happen, by the way, I'd still blame myself. That's the difference between me and you. I wouldn't turn the next day and go, oh, women are the same. I actually thought she was different. Women are trash. Gonna surround myself with my boys, yeah, the squad. Women, yeah, I'm gonna have a phase. No, bruv, I'd cry, don't get me wrong. I'm sure I'd be heartbroken. But once that passes, give it a couple of days, I look in the mirror and I say to myself, hang on a sec. Whatever I showed my girlfriend, whatever impression she got from me, whatever I exuded on a daily basis during my relationship with this girl wasn't respectable. She didn't respect me one little bit. So she went and did that. And equally, if the red flags were there from the start and she was always promiscuous, dishonest, and demonstrating signs that she might be disloyal and she tends to act out of control and off the rails, and she ended up cheating on me, I'd also criticize myself for not just getting rid of her when I had the chance at the beginning. Think.